Hello, 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 and welcome. I'm not going to do the long intro today because I'm driving, but I had something real quick I wanted to say, and I want to upload it. I find that whenever people are going through something or they have something occurring that they don't like, we get hyper focused on those things, right? We start focusing on it, and it's like the only thing that we're paying attention to. And then what commonly happens when it's something that we don't like, we start focusing on it and then complaining about it over and over again to like anyone who's going to listen. But the only problem with that is that complaining about something when you're in a situation, it means that you're on a very low frequency. You're on the frequency of that situation. And there's no way to climb out of it if you're sitting on that frequency. The way that you have to treat some issues or problems is to not worry about getting everybody else on board with believing in something that you believe or trying to create with you or believing that something is able to be created. The best way that you combat that is getting rid of worrying about the people. The people, they don't make any difference. You get yourself on the right frequency, and whatever those doors are that need to open, even if it involves other people who once said no, their no's will turn into yeses. Because the universe and the energy that God pushes around, the universe pushes around, is much stronger than any energy that we have or any energy that somebody else can give us. Sometimes we get so caught up with, I want to do this, but my wife says no, my husband says no, my children, and we're just like, dude, don't worry about them people. That's just fodder. Don't worry about it. You can easily, go ahead. You can easily, I was telling somebody you could cross the street. You could easily get caught up in those sort of things, and you're worrying about people the whole time. So you're arguing with people, you're trying to convince people, you're trying to change people's minds, and the whole time you're on a low frequency. Because if they're not on the same frequency that you want to be about this thing, or this high level of improvement that you're looking for, then the first thing that they're going to do is you're going to do is reach to a lower frequency to try to pull them up to understand it. But you can't do that. So when people are nestled into a lower frequency or a lower belief system about something, and you can clearly see it, don't spend time with that. Spend time on your own frequency, accepting where you are, believing in the best, and treating that situation as if it's already solved. Because if you truly believe in manifesting magic with ease, then you know that you have to treat your situations as if they're already solved. Anything beyond that is treating it like it's going to stay forever. Then you're telling the universe, well, hey, I like this thing. It's here to stay. I'm going to talk about it every day. I want to complain about it every day. I want to do this and do that. You don't need to do any of that. And another thing you don't need to do is worry about the people. People that don't even like you will say yes to things that they once said no to. I promise you, nobody's stronger than the forces of the universe. Nobody's stronger than high frequency. And everybody wants a piece of high frequency to some degree. So when you come across people and they're afraid to make a move, or they're afraid to do something, or they're like, oh, these are all the reasons why it won't work, don't even spend time with it. Keep your mind focused on the bigger thing and realize they're just not there yet. They can't see a bigger thing. And when you're worried about that, then you're always dipping down. Don't dip down, stay on the high frequency, and then let the people believe and think what they do. And when the things start working out like they're supposed to in your life, or these things start creating what they're supposed to, and you start developing the way that you choose, and everything starts to look, because people will see the manifestations right in their faces and still tell you that the way you're doing it is wrong. People do it constantly to successful people, but you're doing it like this. How do you know? They've made way more success in that area than you've managed to create. So how do you know that you're doing it right? You just may be doing it the easiest and safest and most comfortable way. And that's pretty much what a lot of people do. So don't get caught up in other people. Don't get caught up in whether or not they agree with you and whether or not they understand it. You get on the right frequency. You believe for the big. You create the big. And it doesn't even matter if it's a wife, a husband, a person connected to you. They will be dragged along by that high frequency current just like you were, as long as you stay up there. But if you both keep going down and complaining about it and fussing about it and arguing about it, low frequency remains. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and keep on manifesting magic.